The Nations. The eastern portion of what is now Oklahoma was home to the 5 civilized tribes brought here in 1837 over what the Cherokee called Nuna Dol Suni, or the Trail of Tears. The land of the red man became the stamping grounds for outlaws from all over North America and was regarded in the latter part of the 19th century as the bloodiest, most dangerous place in the world. Former slave Bass Reeves, the first black U.S. deputy marshal west of the Mississippi, served 32 years in the Indian Nations and was called by most of the newspapers of the day the indomitable Marshal, with 14 men killed in the line of duty, twice as many as Wild Bill Hickok. Judge Isaac Parker, the hanging judge, issued some 9,000 felony warrants in his 20 years on the bench. Over 3,000 were served by Bass Reeves, one of which was to clean up the town of Catoosa in the Cherokee Nation, known then as the Hellhole. Marshal Reeves, these are the new charges for Griffin and his gang, on top of the ones they were in jail for, including the murder of a federal officer. Bring them in alive or bring them in dead. Bass was an ambidextrous shooter and absolutely deadly with either hand. His descendants say he had an excellent bass voice and would start to sing an old Negro spiritual real low to himself when he knew he was about to do some shooting. All you gents, take out your wallets. You ladies, just hand over your purses, and y'all do it easy, said the small man, with the pale blue eyes showing just above the red bandana. Swing low, sweet chariot, coming for to carry me home. I looked over Jordan. Who the hell's doing that singing? Blue Eyes asked, swinging his coat around. Bass slowly got to his feet at the other end of the car, stepped out into the aisle, and continued softly. Coming for to carry me home, a band of angels coming after me. Are you crazy? Who the hell are you anyway? The young outlaw pointed his gun directly at Bass. He ignored the weapon and grinned. Some call me one thing, some call me another. But mostly they call me Bass Reeves. And this just ain't gonna be your day, son. Reeves, oh God. The train robber never finished, as both of Bass' .38-40 peacemakers appeared in his hands almost as if by some magic and roared simultaneously. The slug from the pistol in his left striking Blue Eyes in the middle of his chest, and the round from the one in his right catching the taller man behind him between the eyes. Both men dropped to the aisleway like shot doves. All 4 of the women in the car screamed, and one fainted. Jesus, Mary, and Joseph, mumbled one of the men passengers when he first looked at the 2 young outlaws on the floor, and then at Bass as he flipped his guns back into his cross-draw holsters, butt forward. You're for sure and be damned, Marshal Reeves? Bass just nodded. Lord of mercy. Some say the fictional radio TV film character, the Lone Ranger, was actually inspired by and patterned after the real-life legendary United States Deputy Marshal, Bass Reeves. The Lone Ranger left behind silver bullets when he saved the day. Bass left a silver dollar. Hellhole, the third in the exciting Bass Reeves saga by award-winning author Ken Farmer. Now available at Amazon or wherever fine books are sold.